What if your future depends less on the opportunities you're given and more on how you treat yourself right now? From the outside, it looks like success happens when someone chooses you. A promotion, a new job or client, or that big break you've been hoping for. But the turning point actually comes much earlier. It's the moment you decide to invest in yourself before anyone else does. Because the market doesn't reward potential, it rewards readiness. In episode 15, we talked about what it really takes to keep moving when you're afraid, and why clarity often comes after the step, not before. Today, I want to take that further and show you one decision that helped the Faceless Coach prepare for opportunities long before they appeared, by treating himself like the asset he already was. The Faceless Coach didn't grow up with examples of entrepreneurship. Both his parents were career civil servants and academics, honest, disciplined, deeply committed. His dad dabbled in a few businesses over the years, but nothing that truly took off. So he inherited something sacred: duty, education, and work ethic. By 2021, he was in a stable role with a clear career path. And yet something in him knew he was preparing for a future that hadn't arrived yet. That's when he decided to work with a business coach. It wasn't cheap, it wasn't convenient, and it certainly wasn't guaranteed to pay off. But he realized something. If his name were on the pitch deck, he would want to be the first investor in the Faceless Coach Limited. That decision changed more than his skill set. It changed his posture. He stopped waiting to be chosen and started showing up as if the opportunity had already arrived. So, if you too want to move from waiting to preparing, here are 3 practical steps that will serve as the foundation for the future you desire. The first step is to audit your pitch. If your name were a company, would you invest? And if the answer is no, that's not a reason to shrink. It's an invitation to close the gap between who you are now and who you know you can be. Start with an honest assessment. What skills, habits, or resources would make you say yes to backing yourself? Because clarity here turns vague ambition into a concrete plan. The second step is to place a visible bet on yourself. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Write down the idea you've been postponing. Build the prototype. Fund it, even $50 a month if that's all you can manage. Share it with one person and sell it once. These aren't just tasks, they're proof points. Moments where your conviction shows up in action, long before anyone else validates it. The third step is to move like the opportunity is already here. This isn't about arrogance, it's about readiness. When you prepare in advance, you step into rooms differently. You speak differently, and people notice the spark. Those who change the trajectory of their lives aren't waiting for someone to hand them a map. They're building while the ink is still wet on the blueprint. Sometimes before the blueprint even exists. Treating yourself like the asset isn't just about confidence or self-belief. It's about stewardship. It's about recognizing that your skills, ideas, and capacity are resources, and if you don't manage and grow them, no one else will do it for you. When you make visible, tangible investments in yourself, you send a signal, not just to others, but to your own mind, that your future is worth backing. And here's the paradox. Once you start showing up that way, the opportunities you thought you had to chase start finding you. So, if your name were on the pitch deck, would you invest? If the answer is yes, then start acting like the asset you already are. Because when you back yourself visibly, others take notice of the fire in you. Sometimes they watch, sometimes they cheer, and sometimes they gather to watch you burn and end up giving you their money too. So here's your challenge for this week. What's one small bet you can place on You Limited today? Write it down, fund it, act on it, share it in the comments. I'll be reading and responding. And if today's conversation resonated, hit the subscribe button, check out our social media channels, and join the free newsletter at thefacelesscoach.com. Our community is for people like you, ambitious, thoughtful professionals and entrepreneurs navigating the quiet but powerful journey from private conviction to visible leadership. Until next time, stay brave and keep moving towards your goals. You are enough. The Faceless Coach is rooting for you. You've got this.